Well, this is a race I've been looking forward to all morning. Princess Royal Challenge Cup. Vicky Thornley up against Madeline Edmunds.
This is going to be a cracker. If you're looking at the last World Cup in Linz, Vicky came 4th. Madeline Edmunds here, who we've got a close shot of, came 5th. Very close through that race. There's a second between them at 500 metres, second between them at 1,000 metres, so I'd expect to see both scullers here having a real tough one through the middle of this.
World champion Gemellen awaits tomorrow.
Saw her here this morning. She's like a little pocket rocket, isn't she?
She is.
When I see that you're both straight and ready, I will start you like this.
Vicky's got real class in this event. World silver medalist.
Get ready, please.
It's not quite happened for her so far this year internationally.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing about Vicky Thornley. She trains like an absolute demon. So I think she's been putting in the hard miles. Maybe we've not seen some of that speed that you will see with her in the summer. She's been absolutely killing herself with training. I know that for sure. I have to go.
And the all-important start is a long, lonely 2,112 metres ahead for both of these athletes. A good look at the steering, because they don't want to be making any more strokes than they have to. And Madeline Edmunds has drifted out to the centre of the water. Not too dramatically. The umpire's not interested, but not yet anyway. But nonetheless, Vicky probably had a cleaner start in that sense.
Yeah, I think she'd have got the slip on her there. And this is her home water. Leanne, the captain this year, Vicky Thornley. She knows this well. She knows people are watching down the bank. They're here to come to see her. Right, from this angle, I'd say she's just slipped it. There you go, half a length.
Yeah, good start. That's probably the steering, wasn't it, that really allowed Vicky Thornley to forge ahead early in this one. She's drilled this a lot. I was on a training, I was going to say run, but it was really only a jog. Sunday morning, 7:15 earlier this week, and that early, Vicky Thornley was sitting on the start line up there on Temple Island whilst I was trudging along the towpath, and she was obviously visualising the start, practicing a few pieces, making sure she was ready to go for this big week, drilling. Well, that's the advantage of home water, isn't it? In fact, you can get out there all times of day and night to practice, but it's a good race so far, isn't it?
Yeah,
very tight.
Come right back on her here.
Yeah.
She's drawing back level, but we expected this. As I say, a second between them to the first 500 in Linz a couple of weeks ago. They both scullers know each other. They must know each other pretty well from that race.
So Madeline Edmunds of Australia, Rio Olympian, bronze in the double in the 2017 Worlds. Great start to the World Cup season, winning a place in the final of the World Cup 2. Australia.
I like that stillness that she has at the finish here, just there. She's not bobbing in and out the finish. She's just got a nice poise there in her stroke. I think she's letting the boat run. Vicky's very long, very gripped into the water. Oh, bit of wash coming through both of these sculling boats.
Yeah, Edmunds doesn't look hurried, does she? She's got poise and control.
Yeah, absolutely. But Vicky's got a lot in her locker, and I imagine through the middle of this race, she's going to keep cool and calm and collected. She's a tough cookie, and she's not going to let Edmunds go over here in the book station.
Yeah, long and rangy Vicky Thornley on the right of your picture. Be very keen to fight out an A final tomorrow. The big event tomorrow. 23 finals we've got in total. Princess Royal Challenge Cup will be Gemellen against one of these two, Edmunds or Thornley. And you'd be brave to call it either way at this stage.
Yeah, as we said, it was going to be closer here. It's going to be a lonely race out in the middle there. But they're two very experienced Olympic rowers. They're in one of the, I'd say, arguably the hardest boat class. You're just by yourself. You've got no one to set the rhythm but you, no one to talk to you but you.
They want to do the work but you.
Yeah, I'm used to sitting in the middle of a big fat 8, so I enjoy the people around me, but the scullers are sometimes...
Have the odd day off.
Yeah, the odd day off. The kind of crazy members of our sport generally go towards a single scull.
Yeah, and Thornley's been in this single scull, won silver at the 2017
Little
World
across
Championships.
There from her.
Yeah.
She going to make a move? Looked across.
So it could be a match-up between the front two from Sarasota at the World Championships last year. Janine Gemellen winning the gold, Vicky Thornley winning the silver.
Great pedigree of scullers here, this regatta.
Oh, it's an incredible lineup in both sections, actually, in the men's and women's.
Vicky's got some. She's going to have some redemption for last year, losing in the final. Thiele, German single sculler. She'll be wanting to come down here now and prove everyone to the bank. She's got what it takes. I tell you what, this race is absolutely cracking. They're still neck and neck, and we called that at the start, but look at them, both scullers.
Well, Vicky Thornley yet to win the Henley Royal Regatta trophy. Should be thinking about that after this race. It's not going her way just yet. Some work to do, Vicky Thornley.
And I guess Edmunds is probably thinking she just breaks Vicky by a little bit. She could turn around this result from 2 weeks ago. Vicky's got to be confident in her sculling. Be confident as part of the race. A little push there from Edmunds.
Yeah, good move to give her a length advantage. Vicky will be keen to keep her composure now. Just stay relaxed. But that's a dominant move, isn't it?
It is. There's a bit of a weight difference between these two scullers. You're looking at the Australian here at the back of Maddie Edmunds. Quite a bit bigger, almost 10 kilos heavier than Vicky. Maybe through some of this washy water. It's a little bit stronger in the water. It's a great shot down the course there. How still she is. She's not moving her shoulders up at all down in the lats.
So Madeline Edmunds there. Technical masterclass. At the moment, the advantage on Vicky Thornley is grimacing a little bit.
Keep your head in your boat, Vicky. Keep looking forward. You can do this.
Must be distracting. She doesn't want to lose touch.
And now she's opened up a gap there, Tim. That's a lonely place in the single. When you're behind, there's a bit of a gap.
So Vicky Thornley with a lot of work to do. There's still a fair bit of the race to go. They haven't got to in front of the regatta enclosure just yet. They will do in a moment. Another glance over from Vicky Thornley to check on the whereabouts of the Australian rower. But that is a huge lead she's now cut out.
I wonder if Vicky's in the middle of a tough block of training right now. I know she wants to come here and win this event, but I do know her sights are set further on down the season to the World Championships, the European Championships they'll be doing in Glasgow in August. It's the fine line between taking your foot off the gas to race but also keeping that training effect on. And when you're doing the kind of mileage that these rowers are doing, it can really take it out of you when you're asked to train and suddenly race day after day. It's a tough ask. And I certainly know that Vicky will be doing long miles at the moment.
I'm sure Madeline Edmunds, who's travelled around the world to be here, will say similar. Her father was an Olympian, 1984 bronze medalist, Ian. Madeline based over in Brisbane. Commercial Rowing Club is her home. And this has been a really good performance from her. She was racing in the quad, but skipped over to single sculling. And she won't be regretting that decision because she's set for a place in the final tomorrow. Vicky Thornley left in her wake.
Yeah, that's very good sculling from the Australian here.
Heading towards the finish line. Good performance from the Australian. As an Australian walks into the commentary box right on cue. We'll hear from Sarah Cook in a moment. Madeline Edmunds making life very difficult for Vicky Thornley. It'll be a final for Edmunds, the Australian. And Vicky Thornley's wait to win at Henley Royal Regatta continues. A tough morning. It's a tough race.
That is a tough race. Back to Paris next week, back to some miles, and I think she'll get her head back in this game.
She's lost her way, didn't she, really, in the mid-race. All seemed to be going well. It was very evenly matched. Yeah. But well done to Madeline Edmunds, who goes over the line now. The Australian winning, the Australian going through. Take on Jamelin, a world champion, tomorrow in the final of the Princess Royal Challenge Cup.